receive that, but it's not a problem. Yeah, probably not through the mic because maybe through a cable. Yeah, I will hold the cable and
Okay.
it's the first interview in my life, so
Yay.
a bit stressed, nervous, becoming famous. I usually try to stay away from attention.
Yeah, once a hacker.
Once a hacker, always a hacker. Yeah. You saw, I could not make myself send you a photo.
I didn't. I just left it.
I just don't like to see myself. So.
Is your dad going to tune in? Is your dad going to tune in?
Oh, I didn't. Oh, is it live? Is it live? I didn't tell them where to tune in. So, should I? Right. What should I write to them?
It's on Facebook. It's called TheWorkofArt.
Work of art.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it is 20 past.
Well, I told them, so.
No, it's not. It's that eating horse. For drawing. That's it. It's Bigos, isn't it?
Bigos, yeah.
Bigos is the good stuff.
I love it. Yeah. Bigos, Barsz, all of those. My favorites.
I used to go to the Polish club at Birmingham. I was a Polish friends of mine. We used to go to the dance nights, but there'd be like guys on the keyboard and the guys singing, everybody all running around big plates of big bowls of
Pierogis. Oh, Bigos. Yeah. It's also żurek, one of my favorites. It's like sour flour soup. Where's Milla? Milla! Come here, come, quickly. Take the phone, call my parents and tell them the Work of Art Facebook to tune in. Yeah. Yeah, my dad still hasn't discovered text messages really, so sending him a text message, he might read it next month, so.
Wait for 1 minute, because it's not saying in Facebook, but it's in YouTube. It's still our technicals, they were, and they said that.
Do you know about it? If you know?
No.
Well, the guys were here setting up earlier.
Mila, YouTube. YouTube, not Facebook. Yeah. Call them, not write to them.
Yeah, in the Facebook, can you see it?
So we're broadcasting now.
Are we already?
Might be.
Oh dear.
Showing it on YouTube. She's not speaking, maybe. My name is Tanja Råman, and next to me is...
I'm John Collingswood, and together we make up Taikabox.
And Taikabox has been working together with Oulu University of Applied Sciences to create Oulu Dance Hack. And this is the third year we are running. And this year we have also expanded a little bit and turned up to Oulu Museum of Art. And we are having the work of art discussion with a couple of artists from Oulu Dance Hack. Before we introduce them and get to talk about their work, I'll tell a little bit background. So from February 2018 until May 2020, all SMARTplaces partners will host an edition of the work of art on Facebook Live. The aim of the dialogues is to offer the audience the opportunity to discover what happens behind the scenes of art. Our guests are invited to share all facets of the creative processes with you. So please join us, the conversations with the work of art.
So Oulu Dance Hack is a process whereby we create a creative space for artists from all over the world to explore things to do with dance and technology. So earlier in this year we set out an open call asking for artists who are interested in, like dance artists that are interested in technology, or technology media artists that are interested in dance, to apply to come and join us in the studios at the University of Applied Sciences and to experiment with a bunch of kit that we provide. So these guys turned up in Oulu this week, and we did some workshops on Tuesday, and we started working in groups in 3 of the studios on Wednesday morning, and by Friday lunchtime we had some work that we could share with the public. So that's what we've done. We did it earlier in the university, and then we moved to the Museum of Art and just presented the pieces of work, of dance work that the guys have made. So can I introduce you to a couple of the artists who have made up the group?
Hi, I'm Tomek from Poland. I'm a programmer.
I'm Jana. I'm a dancer choreographer. I'm from New York, but I live in London.
So first of all, if Jana and Tomek, if you tell a little bit about why did you come to Oulu, and what interested you in Oulu Dance Hack?
You want to start?
Yeah, I think so. Because I'm making dance, like that's my main practice. But I've just recently started being interested in technology, and there's not so many opportunities to have a chance to be with a group of people who are also exploring in this direction. So it's a great opportunity to do that.
Well, quite the opposite for me. I was always interested in technology, and quite recently I got interested in dance, thanks to getting married to a dancer. And the whole idea was that we would like to learn to work together and know how to create something where I can create something that she can use, and we can make a performance in Berlin where we live.
So what has been your experience over the past few days?
I think we have shared so many ideas, like from the beginning of the week till now. It's just so much sharing, so much exchanging. It's really like amazing how much we've done in such a short period of time. Like I'm just kind of amazed.
Well, for me it was a mix of tears and happiness. I come from a place where I'm supposed to be in control of everything, and people pay me for doing everything in the exact way. And here I had some new lessons where I had to let go and let the software and equipment do its own stuff. So.
Yeah, working with dancers is very different to working with code.
Oh, definitely.
little bit about what you made during these couple of days?
Yeah, I think, well, we made many sketches of many different things. For me, I guess the main thing was we made an installation using a 360-degree camera. Yeah, which is projected here on the wall here, and was also kind of an experience where you can lay down and watch it while looking up in the ceiling. And
we were working with Kinect to detect movement and position and use those to create some visualizations on the floor that would augment the dance and the performance.
And the other piece that was made used a couple of thalamic myo little motion detection bracelets to control quite an abstract soundtrack. And the soundtrack itself was then controlling the lighting for the space using a projector.
So what kind of challenges you met while working in the groups? Anything specific what you can maybe share with us?
yeah. I've never actually seen a 360-degree camera before, so just it's a whole new, I had to learn the software, like download a bunch of things to my machine and, you know, just try to learn a lot of, yeah, like crash course in 360 degrees, but it's, you know, it was a lot of new information. So yeah, I think that's really a highlight. It's something that I'm definitely going to take with me when I go, you know, back to my practice, is like that specific tool, but also just the learning of so many different new skills very fast.
Yeah, I think I partially already answered this question, but I will repeat that. Totally different environment, totally different challenges, not as much control as I wish I had, but also a discovery that actually this control doesn't lead to anything very interesting, that sometimes it's better to let go and see what the machine can do for you. Sometimes bugs and glitches are more interesting than what I wanted to create. So at the end we ended up with some stuff that was not supposed to be there. It happened to be there and it looked good, so we left it.
It's kind of, sometimes it's about embracing the chaos.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
You've only got like 2 days to come up with something. You've got a group of people you've never met before. You're in a space that nobody's ever been in before, and you're starting from scratch with kit that you've never used before and ideas that need to come together, right? So sometimes you just kind of let the energy of the space flow a little bit and ride it and see what it produces.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I have a previous experience of coding very fast, because me and my friends, we had this little project where we would make games in 2 days, and it was a lot of chaos and a lot of work, but at the end of the day we would arrive at something that was pre-designed, pre-planned, and everything would be what we wanted. And here we started in emptiness, and we slowly started to fill this emptiness with something. And at the end of the day, I think it was all more about the effect that we managed to get than whatever plans we had. The plans were changing all the time, and technology was teaching us harsh lessons all the time, telling us where we can't go. So yeah, completely different experience than anything that I was doing before.
Cool. And do you think you might do some more?
Oh yes, of course. I mean, there's this frustration definitely where you realize that the technology doesn't let you do what you want, even though all the signs on the screen and all the knowledge that I have tell me that it should work. It doesn't. So there's this little bit of letting go, which I need to learn to do. But I think I enjoy it at the end, and the adrenaline that comes from the fact that I actually don't know what's going to happen, you know? That we have something set up, and we think it's going to work, but at the end, every time the dancers enter the stage, I'm hoping that everything's going to work, and even the simplest things are going to show up. You know?
It is kind of strange working with technology because kind of the dancers that I work with can generally tend to do what they expect themselves to do, and the technology kind of does whatever it wants to do quite often. So it's kind of, you'd think that the technology would be really binary and really fixed, and the dancers would be more organic, but sometimes it's the other way around.
Yeah, definitely. You need to treat the technology as another being that takes part in the process, and it has its wishes. And yeah, I don't want to sound too new age, but really, this is how it feels. That sometimes I just have to let it do what it wants. You know?
It's very much from the choreographic point of view as well. It makes it easier to work with the technology when being able to treat it like it was another dancer and being able to improvise. And it actually gives more for a choreographer and dancer to work with when it is slightly unexpected what's going to come out from there, if it is interactive thing. But I was also quite closely looking at this process with 360 and how all the time, all of the stages, what the group went through, the technology was throwing in new challenges and having the problem solved, and through that we were creating something that we could not visualize beforehand. So it was very important, constantly hand in hand the movement and the technology available to work together, and ideas were developing together.
For sure. So the future of Oulu Dance Hack, what might that be? What we are planning to do is to create some kind of international dance tech centre based in Oulu, and the Dance Hack is one of the first steps towards that. And we've been aiming to get local tech businesses involved in the Dance Hack, to bring their products in so that we can test these kind of like these startup tech products that are happening in Oulu, and artists can get hold of things that they can't get hold of anywhere else in the world. So hopefully, the next time we do this, we might have a bit more kind of out of context tech to work with. So,
can I ask, from your point of view, from participant point of view, what would you like the Oulu Dance Hack to become?
Well, you have something?
Go ahead.
Well, I can tell you how was this experience for me, and it was lovely, and I enjoyed every bit of it. Minus the parts where things weren't working the way I wanted them, but we've been there already. But generally, I find this experience very valuable, and a lot of lessons learned here. I definitely gonna take back with me to Berlin and try to apply. I wish there was more people involved, more programmers, more tech people where we could also brainstorm together and maybe divide the work and create something even more amazing in those 2 days. Or yeah, I think the technology itself is great, and frankly, I see so much space in what you have already that I cannot imagine right now that I would need anything else. I think I will need a couple years to, at least, to get bored with it. It's a lot to do, and I think personally that yeah, it would be great if more people come. Yeah.
Great, thank you. Jana, do you have last words?
Well, I was going to say it'd be great to have more time, but then on the other hand, it's kind of that short period of time, and then that you have this kind of like need to, it's like you need to make something in that period of time. I actually think that's quite helpful as well. So yeah, I think more sharing, more people is a good thing.
Yeah, I think
for sure.
I think that the time format is great.
Yeah.
2 days, 2 days is enough to do something and not overcomplicate it. You know, it gives you this opportunity to, instead of, well, for me, for example, where I have this habit of really polishing things to the last until the last scratch is off, and here I don't think it's productive. I think that 2 days is enough to keep focus on creating something, and I wish there was more technology people that I could bounce my ideas from. You know, it's yeah.
Well, we need to access those networks to find those people and invite them.
Yeah, well.
So, thank you very much. To finish off, I need to say that the next edition of The Work of Art will be hosted by the Dortmund, Germany, on December the 7th, and it centres on the Pink Floyd exhibition, Their Mortal Remains. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.